And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On the toss, here's Williams. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Ware takes the give from Mahomes. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop him for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Here we go.
A first carry for the rookie, Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
They run again on first down. Chubb. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On second down, Mayfield again. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That is caught. It's Perriman. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Mayfield on first down. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll run with Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
All right, here we go.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And now here comes Kansas City. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week. Excellent focus. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's complete to Chris Conley. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Butker now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give. This is Chubb. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here we go now.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Parker. Landry, the intended target. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So that throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Mayfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Mahomes to throw on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there, and what a great play he just made.
And off comes to Chubb. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Chris Jones on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Second down, Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. That false start costly. Moves him back to the 9 now, 1st and goal. Let's go! Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Now he goes spin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. On the run, it's Ware. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
There we go now. Green, 39.
Now here's Mahomes. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And an alley to run. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90. Z.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here we go
Mahomes now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And the kick by Butker is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Mayfield looks to throw, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They go play action. Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 45. They run it here. Where? And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Go, go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joe Schobert, he's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Set. Green, 39.
Right back to him on 1st down. Fancy footwork at the 45. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey. Now let's go.
Chubb. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Let's go.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterback got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Steps away to his left. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They run it again with Chubb. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Touchdown, Cleveland! So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And nothing but daylight ahead.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try.
Here we go now.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. The try for two is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
All right, here we go.
Mayfield on first down. They set up the screen to Chubb. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Chubb, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Mayfield off the play fake. Steps away. Oh, no, he lost the football. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. But with the score where it's at, a field goal essentially doesn't do them much good here. A touchdown, though, and they're really in business.
Yeah, exactly right, because taking over the ball in this type of field position, all right, they feel good about what the defense just did. If you're calling plays, you're still thinking aggressively. You're not thinking, all right, let's just run the ball and try and get 3. You want to put it downfield, call your big shots, and try and get that big, big score.
They'll run now with Ware, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes going to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Here we go with Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Here we go now. Green 90.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
There we go. Green, 90.
On the ground, this is Ware. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They get it to him running left. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
Green, 90. Green, 90.
To throw is Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday.
He's got a man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. picked off by Ron Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start.
Here we go now.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Kansas City, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon.